Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something, and that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Amari Bono in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On fourth down, Michael Pilardi on the punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Haynes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Joey Bosa buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Haynes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Broncos had 10-3 on the year. They come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Shaw, and he's got the 1st down as he gets into the 8. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Shaw, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Haynes. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Rolling to his left. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Herbert throwing again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shaw. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Throw left side complete. That's Graham. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert back to the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deontay Lenore. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 3rd down, Haynes. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10.
On first down, Shaw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw. Haynes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert on first down now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
The 20. Touchdown, LA! That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
On first down, Haynes.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll run on first down. It's Shaw, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
Here we go. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Looking to throw. Haynes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Powers through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
64 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
58 yards.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 21, Broncos 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Haynes.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake. Haynes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Okay, break. Come 19, come 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive they went for. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing on first down. Haynes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Haynes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
19 right. 18, 5 years. Drop 50, drop 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Mustang 19. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Street. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
This will be caught. Judy. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
On 1st and 10, Haynes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 3rd down, Haynes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conference.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 finesse double E. Cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch them, touch them, touch them. Whenever I touch them, touch them, touch them. Whenever I touch them, touch them, touch them. Whenever I touch them, touch them, touch them. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the